Good evening, John. Nice to see you. I hear the dog's getting into trouble up there. Hey, Dan's Model Railroading Journey. Nice to see you. Dwight Curley. Nice to see you. So, if you let a few people get in here. Oh, yeah, I got them on here. I can actually see the screen okay. So, this bigger laptop's a little bit farther away, so you can actually see that. Hey, Andy. Nice to see you. Floyd. Nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Let's see, we'll get a few people in here. Dwight. All right. Got 7 people in here. Dan, did I see you in here before? Yep. All right. Okay, Andy. Not too bad. Been doing okay, Dwight. Definitely been busy. That's what I talk about tonight. Doing some. Went to a train show and got some stuff. I still got a. My workbench is just covered. I need to come down here and clean. I haven't ran a train and it's been quite a while. I need to come down here on a day when I don't want to do anything and um, run some trains. I need to try out the SD40s. Um, I have one to put a decoder in and one to run and program. My two Conrail SD40s. I really want to get some coal hoppers, my Peabody or something for those, um, which I looked for at the train shows. But the cost of everything at train shows, it's like the cost of everything else is going up. And for some of that stuff, it shows it's either new or used. I can't justify paying that much. I just, things are starting to get priced uh, high, unless it's something that I really want to have. Um, I'll go out and buy, but the price is a big train show I was just at last weekend was just crazy, and they didn't have much in scale stuff, which didn't help either. Last year, I think they had more selection, and they did not have much this year. Didn't have much in structures, which is what I was really looking for, um, and they did not have any. So Hey, Joe Rader, Dave, nice to see you. Um, but I did get some goodies. I'll share those tonight. Um, but you're talking price of new box cars and in scale where I could find it's still in the case, still with good couplers, $10 a car is 10 to 15 depending on what it is. Um, Spring Creek was priced outrageous. I know they're big, everybody loves them. Their prices, they had some stuff I wanted to buy, but it was just my whole budget. So, I want to pay $40 for one box car. It's $50 for a tank car. Um, no, I I just no don't want to. I don't want to do that. So I do have some. I do have some video to put up. I didn't really do a good job. I don't know what I did with the camera, or if I was moving too much. But I'll post what I do have. But here in the next week probably. But yeah, it just was prices were just yeah. I just didn't like Eric's trains. Um, didn't really find any good deals, and even on some of the used structures they had, it just in scale there wasn't much of a selection. It wasn't very good. Um, so I mean, I did pick up a few things, but I still have a lot of projects to do. Like I said, my whole workbench is just covered with stuff. I need to clean it. I need to clean up down here a little bit under the layout as well, and need to start just buying some BPM buildings for my town. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, how I want it to look. Um, so I still have a big section to do. I have to fix my crossover. I think there's a short somewhere down in that crossover. I just have to get my feeders, just check my feeders and make sure they're connected good. That's really all it is, because it's the Kato crossover and it's wired in each section. Each end is wired like it should be to work, just like their turnouts. If you wire each end at every end, you're good. But somewhere in there's a short. I think just pushing some stuff back under the layout. I caught something, so I think that's um, what's going on with that. Because when I run the train in one direction, it stops. There's a couple spots where it stops, and I just tap on it or push it a little bit. It goes, and it comes back to the crossover and it stops. Um, so obviously something going on in that. I should just take it out again and just maybe put new feeders. And I've got new feeders. I could just maybe put some new feeders on there, and that probably will do it. And it's not ballast, it's not glued down, so I can pull it out. Jerry, nice to see you. So that I have to do a little work on, but I've been busy. I moved stores. I was working at our Kia store. I got told one Thursday night a couple weeks ago that I had to go to our Hyundai store to replace the advisor there that got promoted to our Genesis store to be the manager. I didn't really want to go. I wasn't very happy with it. I liked where I was at. It was very close to home. Now I got to drive clear across the other side of town, which just take a while to get to, especially at lunchtime. It's impossible to come home. Basically, I'm in the door and out, and I have to turn around and go. Well, I'll let the dogs out if I have to, and that's it. I really loved my manager there, the crew there. They were like family. And then this place, I'm not really having a fun time. Hey, thanks, Harry. So, yeah, today I got into it with the parts guy, so we're not very good friends. One of them's a Conrail person too, a rail fanner, and I just can't stand him enough to go talk to him. So But hey, Jeff, nice to see you. Um, so I've been busy with that, and then of course our puppy just been crazy in the summertime. So trying to water my plants and everything else, and mow the yard. And right now we're getting rain, which is good. We needed some. Um, but I really need to just come down here and run some trains and get the track clean a little bit. Be nice to do that. When I went to the train show, I really like the Fremo module technique. Um, and this is kind of similar, but it's not quite as small as the modules you could build. The more I look at that, I love the way those are built. I could cut a good foot off of this and put in regular track, uh, like micro engineering track is where I would go. I would replace the unit track with that, um, and still keep a lot of all my structures, everything. Do new scenery. I still flirt with that idea. Right now, I'll stick with the Unitrack for a while. It looks good, but I really am itching to go back to the microengineering Pico turnouts, or that. I just think it looks better. Um, I have to do some, of course, wiring and all that. I would use the Kato turnouts or the Kato feeders because I like the blue, I like the white. I think it's the right size gauge of wire for engage. So I would just cut those, and I think if you take them out, they're soldered to a rail joiner, but I don't know how that would work once you take them out of their unit joiners. I've never messed with that, but that's true, Jeff. Kato is reliable. Yep, that's true. Yep, but that's going to be a big project down the road. I'd have to sell my unit track to put towards new track. I've seen some micro engineering tracks and stuff for sale. I thought I would buy just to kind of save up for that day when it came. It had some nice turnouts in there too, and it was cheap off Macari, but they just disappeared. It was like $100, and it was just a big box of it. And they had like 10 or so really nice turnouts in there. Um, but that did just sold, or the guy took it off and wound up keeping it. I don't know what he did with it, but I mean, I didn't even find any of that the uh, at the train show, which is usually what I see. But um, it's just, hey, Dave, nice to see you. Um, but I was just disappointed with the selection and prices. I really was. So I will show you guys what I did get. I went to Galesburg for Rail Days. I got a few things. Um, I kind of model my new area after Wood River, which they do have a tower there, but Juan Yard is my ICG yard, and they have the little signal shack, which I have exactly like the signal shack. Um, so I picked up just for $12 this old Glorcraft is what it's called, interlocking tower. It's all there. It's still in the bag. I'm going to put that down in my Conrail area in the new area. Hey Kyle, nice to see you. So yeah, I picked that up for $12. So I'm going to put that down in the new section there. I thought that was a decent pickup. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, absolutely right, Rick. Absolutely right. And I thought this was really nice for $8. It's a Walters N scale bulkhead car. It's ICG. I know it's hard to see, but I'm going to use that in my wood area for sure. Weather it up a little bit. I have the GM&O one. I have the two GM&O ones like this, but I don't have the ICG one. So I thought $8 was a really good deal. I was okay with that. And this is a Jack Frost tanker car. I actually picked this up for $5. He gave me this for $5. I need to put It actually has good couplers and wheels on it. So I was cool with that. It's ready to go on the layout. I just had to put it out and replace one of my tank cars with it. I'm looking to replace my older cars. I just bought some cheap $2, $5, $3 tank cars and put couplers on them. They were like the old 3 dome tank cars. I do the 80s, so they don't really fit, but I just needed some tank cars to do operations with. And some of the old cars from like the 60s, old single ones from 50s and 60s, they're really nice micro trains and Atlas, but I'm going to work them off the layout and for more newer ones like this, where you see you got the walkways right that way. It should be the squared off ends. This one's ready to roll. $5, like I took it. I thought that was a really great deal. I picked up another tank car. I think it's a General Dynamics. Just needs wheel set. I'm gonna take off one of the 3 dome cars and put the wheel set on this. This is an old Model Power, so it's more modern too with the top on there. So that's gonna replace one on my layout. And got this nice. I have to fix the ladder on here a little bit because it got a little bit crooked, but I picked this up for $5 too. Can you see that there? And I just got to fix that ladder a little bit. Yeah, they do. This isn't bad for an old. It's just AHM. That's an old AHM, which is cool. I remember them back in the days. They sold them at Woolworths. I never knew the AHM did N scale. I always remember the HO scale stuff because I had it when I was a kid. But yeah, this is nice just for $5. Can't beat that. I just got to put new wheel set on there, fix the ladder a little bit. Actually, it looks like the ladder is okay. This ladder is just a little crooked. I think looks like somebody tried to glue it and maybe didn't. I'll probably just cut that and just kind of move that over a little bit. But I think that'll do really nice on the layout. This is $5, so can't beat that. I did pay a little bit extra. I paid $3 for this. It does need a wheel on there, but I've got wheels that'll match it. Couplers are good on it, so I got a couple of the wheels for it that came off. I just kind of like this car, so picked up another box car, and it was only $3, so I didn't think that was a bad deal. And did not pick up any more. And my big purchase was this Walters undecorated, Walters train line, I guess it is. Yep. Undecorated GP38-2. DCC ready. I got to get a decoder for it. Got good couplers on it, microtrain couplers. Great shape. I looked at it. One of the rails is a little bent. That's easily fixed. I'm going to have my dad paint this ICG orange and gray in there. I just probably broke it because I'm on live. Nope, we're all good. All good. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to have to paint the tank on this, paint the trucks. A nice little GP38. Got to get a decoder for it, which I'm going to do here soon, hopefully. And we'll get that going. I'm going to paint an ICG orange. So I will take through the kind of newer style or something you would see in the 70s or 80s. I would take those tank cars for sure because I'm not using whatever you want for them. That's something I can pull my SD40. Then I got some vehicles. This guy made me a deal on these $20. I didn't think it was all too bad. Kind of micro trains or micro metal Mayflower truck. I got a nice Texaco truck here too. Texaco truck with a tanker. So I have the big refinery. Got a, I think this is This is an old Pennsylvania truck. I just thought it was cool, so I got that. And I picked up this little personal little tanker truck. This will go nice in my one oil facility that's not going to be serviced by rail now. I decided Clark Oil. I did make the sign for it too. Got to put it out, and it was Interstate Oil. I'm going to use this truck for that. This will go there. But I think I lost my wheel set for the Southern Pacific car. But I've got wheels for it, so I'm not too worried about that. Got some microtrain plastic wheels. So I mean, I ended up spending $100 at the trade show. So I think my wheels are actually in here. Maybe. I don't know. But that's what I got. Happy with that for sure. Oops, I can't see because there's a box that popped up here. I don't want to see. Thank you. So let me go back and see. Yeah, Dave, I'd use a few of those. I mean, use whatever tank cars. So, so yeah, I think that'll look good in ICG. It's going to be really nice. I do not have that orange and gray, a GP38 in orange and gray, which will be really nice to have. Be nice to get this signal tower done. I still also have some SD40s to put decoders in. So, yeah. But still have some video too. So, yeah, and I may have that one servicing. Russ. I may have one of my trucks service that too, just as as a scene, because I have the Clark station. I just have to. It's almost built. I just have to really just put some finishing touches on it, and I have the sign ready. I have to finish the desk, put it in. I want to put a clerk in there as well. So. But which see, I got the Clark. Yeah, see, this is the Clark sign for my distributing building, which is Interstate Oil. I made. I just copied the Clark sign from the Clark gas station kit that I have, which I still have to put that out. That's really all I got to do there, and put some decals on it, and I think we'll be good to go. And I can't wait to get that locomotive painted and get a decoder for it. Yeah, Kyle. Foam boards are, if you want the big sheets, they're expensive. Clark, I think maybe more of a Midwestern thing, Russ, in the 70s, 60s, 70s, and maybe 80s. There's still some around. You don't see them as often. I think they became Circle K's. So, no, Jeff, just something I'm thinking about in the future. After going to the shows, I really like the Fremo modules. They're smaller. I don't have to go as wide. I just kind of like some of the junctions they did, some of the switching options and running through towns. Um, and then just at each end do a loop to bring it back around, or reversing loop, or I could have double track. It would look like double track, but it's not. I mean, I'd have to do probably get the reverse loop little thing from Digitrax. I can't remember what it is, DCS 16 or 19 or something like that. So, yeah. Yeah, it does, and I just really each year look at that. Man, that looks good. I really like what they do. My buildings and stuff would all stay. I mean, all these buildings, everything, that all stay. But it just would be quite the undertaking. I've done it before. And then you get to that point where you're ready to lay down your track and you're itching to do it. So then you make a mistake. But if it's that silver stuff, Kyle, no. That's not a good board. You really need the pink stuff. I know they sell them in squares. Me, I need the bigger section because I have a bigger layout. But if I was to do the module, the Freemo modules, the squares would work. I would just need a ton of them. Um, yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's about right, Russ. For a 1 inch, that's what I use on here for N scale. And that's probably what I would use if I went with the new modules. If when the day comes, I rebuild this. That's what I would do with it. So yeah, it is usually most hardware places have the pink extruded foam or blue, and that's the ones you want to use. Kyle, you want to stay away from those ones with the silver foam layer on it, because when you pull that layer off, that foam just disintegrates. It's very soft. It's kind of packed together. Yeah, and I mean, stuff works really good. I've done some rocks with it over here, and if you cut it right and paint it, you can't tell that it's extruded foam. It looks pretty good. I think even over here, I've got a few sections where it's sticking out where I cut it to look like rock. Yeah, it looks really good. So let's see, James in here. I thought I'd seen you in here. So okay, all right, James. Well, I saw you in here. Yeah, and one layer is all you need, Kyle. I even did with the 1 inch. I even did my river area. Now it's cut really thin on the bottom. I have another support underneath it, but that worked out. It worked out good. So, and once I plastered it, yeah. So even if I ever did this again, I would do. Always going to have a water scene with a bridge. I just love that. Um, Previous section that did away with and did with this one had a bridge. Last layout had a water scene. I just really like the water scenes. Even my one on door from a long, long time ago, if you see it in my shorts, uh, which would be a very long time ago, um, it was done on a foam on top of a hollow door. So yeah, it did the trick. I had a water scene on it too. Yeah, Dave's right. They usually have the 2x2 squares that are 1 inch thick, and those work pretty good. If you're building small modules, those would be perfect size. Um, Definitely be perfect size here. So for what I would like to do, uh, lengthwise. So let's knock the box off of here. Well, just knock the box over. It had some stuff in it. I don't want to do that, but oh well. Nothing, nothing major came out of here. I don't think. Yeah, looks like that's all okay. That's there. Looks like I lost my one little Clark sign. It's probably somewhere down there. I'll have to find it later. But yeah, Menards is probably one of the cheaper places to buy it. Um, Dave's right about that. So okay, Floyd. Well, thank you for stopping in. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, them 2x2 squares are um, actually good enough to do it um, for sure. So looking for my sign wherever I dropped it. I'm going to look for it down here on the ground. So don't step on it and break it. Hmm. Probably went under my workbench. I've dropped so many N scale people on the floor. There's some of them that are gone out of grandma sweeping a broom. I really wanted on my farmhouse. Dropped her, gone. Could not find her. But so that's what I've been up to. Still just working away on this little by little. Um, yeah, getting stuff done. But in the summertime, it's harder. Definitely easier in the wintertime because you have more time because you're inside. So to do structures and stuff, I still have a couple buildings to do. I have a fire station to paint. I have fire trucks for my town. I have the municipal hall, which I got to get out. Got to put my roads in and do all kinds of stuff, which I'm going to do with styrene. I got the styrene. I had to buy some more, but I've got that. And yeah, that's just finding time to work on it. And of course, like I said, I like to find some call hoppers for my Conrail SD40. SD40 is the pole. Um, Something that kind of fits in with everything else. I do have the ComEd cars. I want to find some more of those. ICG could pull those. And maybe I could pass them off to Conrail or have Conrail bring them up or vice versa. That could work too. They never did that, but when you freelance, you could do that. So, and yeah, but other than that, I've been just looking around for stuff. If I find a deal, I'll buy it. Right now, I know there's a deal right now on a GM&O red and white GP38 out on eBay. I think 230 that has Lux sound in it. Um, it's an Atlas gold standard, which I didn't know they made in the GM&O. They must have brought a series back. Um, but it looks pretty nice. Thought about that, but and a couple cars, but nothing really fancy. Really, I really need structures for my town. Some DPMs are the best because you can do whatever with those, make them look good. They're easy to build, um, quick cake to do in a day, and make it look good. And I've got a couple to do. I just haven't pulled them out to do yet, but I got to get down here and clean up a little bit. Definitely got to clean up my workbench. So, and finish my Clark station. Get all that, get all that going. So, yeah, pretty cool, Russ. I was looking at some military stuff at the train show. I didn't think about going back and just seeing what they wanted for a bunch of little tanks. It would have been great to put on flat cars, like the big 50-foot flat cars. Would have been perfect for them to have a military train. I do have the one car with the rocket on it, just to have that. I've been thought about just to put one together for fun. Oh, yeah, maybe you can. It's easy to get your structures around your track, Kyle, without having to really move your track. Um, I mean, you can use them for industry, wherever, background buildings or something like that. They could be used really nicely for industry as well. So yeah, you don't have to go around moving your track too much for you. So pretty cool, James. Uh, but so yeah, I've got a few paint projects to do for sure too. So got a lot of projects to do on this layout, but it's coming along. So someday I'll get back on my town and get going on it. Once I get some more DPMs, they're easy to build. They're easy to pick up. They're cheap. You can find them for under $20, and sometimes you can get a couple of them for $20. So, or buy a Walters. What is it? Merchants Row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever. They have one I really like, but it doesn't specify the scale on Amazon, so I'm kind of afraid to buy it, and I wind up with an HL one. Then I got to go through the hassle of returning it. So yeah. Well, Kyle, your first one is the learning one. Second one, you do a little better, and then by the time by the time you do the third one, you're a pro at it. So the next one I build will definitely learn from all the mistakes that I made on the previous two, on this one and my other one. This one just has a couple little things in it. Um, but overall, this one is really designed really good for operations. Really works well for operations. So, guys, um, I don't think I've got anything else tonight. Just want to show you what I did at the train shows, kind of talk about what I've been trying to do. Sparky in here. So, yeah, I should, Sparky. I actually have in scale structures and some uh, HO stuff I should give away. Um, yeah, I have. Speaking of that, Sparky, I have this HO structure to give away eventually. I need another N scale. I have this N scale structure to give away, and I have this HO scale structure um, that I have set aside in my box of structures and stuff for giveaway. So um, that's all right, Kyle. Thanks, Jerry. Yep, definitely will. But yeah, so I'm going to have to think of a way as a contest coming up. I thought about it, but I got to give these away. I got to get one more in scale because I give out two in scale and two HO scale prizes. So, but yes, these are, of course, Walter's Cornerstone kits. So whoever wins them, sorry, we all know as many as we've all done how those go. So I just, you know what? When I get one of these Cornerstone kits, I just take it out of the box, look at it. I pretty much can figure out how it goes together and I do it myself and then just adapt to whatever. Most other kits are so good to do. These are just, sometimes you miss a part, sometimes things are warped. Uh, so, but yeah, these definitely have to give this away. You can see that's a nice older discontinued structure. This one I think they still make for N scale. See the glare off is still in the wrap. Um, I'm sure somebody would want this on their layout for sure. This one is not in the wrap, but it has like one of the little things on it there, little tabs. It's not been opened up. Should all be together for you. But just got to get those going. So. And of course, like I said, I really need to get running some more trains for some future videos and do some. I really want to run my Conrail SD40s. I got to get those going. I really want to pull a big manifest freight with those, with some of my Conrail box cars, Penn Central box cars, and stuff. So, which is something I looked for at the train show too, and couldn't really find a good deal on either on Penn Central or Conrail stuff. Um, I almost bought a 50-foot box car. I only went $16 for it, but I already have one. So, yeah. Yep, Jeff, I definitely want to do that. I gotta get my GP38 going too, or GP40 going. I just need to put some numbers on it and some couplers and away we go. So, and then that Conrail engine will be up and going too, and I can pull some locals with it because it runs really great. So, so, well, guys, I'm gonna go get something to eat because I haven't had anything to eat since 12:30 today. when I actually got my lunch on time. That's another thing I don't like about working at the Hyundai store. I don't know when I'm gonna get my lunch. Could be anywhere from 12:30, could be 1:30, could be 2 o'clock, and I usually eat breakfast at 6 o'clock. So I'm pretty hungry by that time, and I got to wait for my boss and the other guy to get done screwing around. So, yep. Thank you, John. Floyd, we're getting ready to wrap up, but thank you, Dwight. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in, Joe. Thanks for stopping in. So definitely going to have to do some run-ups videos for you in the future. Clean my track and get going on again. So fall will be coming. So it'd be time to get that in shape. But like I said, there's a Sunday where I don't do anything. I do some laundry, but I really like to probably start running some trains again. So, yep. So everybody, you guys have a good night. I'll catch you guys throughout the week. Watch your videos. I like to do that. I've got a few videos in my hopper to watch for sure. And I will catch you guys all later. See you guys later.